All right, so as I'm editing this video, it occurs to me blatantly that there's a game to be played while you're watching. And if you want to know what I'm talking about, it involves something like this. And if you want a clue so that you can get started playing right away, I'll give you a clue right now.
Kick it!
And here I am. Okay, Mom, I know you're bored. I guess there's a crow in the background. It's negative 320 degrees outside, which is about 65 degrees centigrade, which I'm pretty sure is how you measure temperature in Canada. But that's what it feels like here right now, Canada. And a crow, so probably wants me dead, just like everything else around here.
You wouldn't have a chance.
Get yourselves guns and wipe them off the face of the earth.
The project. I'm across the street in the garage where I don't belong with all my stuff that shouldn't be here probably. Got this gal coming up this summer. Cannot wait to get started on Shirley here. This is the project though. This garden tractor cart is a dump bed, and it was given to me by one of my favorite neighbors of all time, Rick D. Slick Rick moved out of town, but forgot to take his dump bed trailer with him, so I'm kind of inheriting that. You can see this thing's in pretty rough shape, and I'll bring you in a second to show you what we're going to be doing. But the object of the game here is to make that thing match this thing so they look like they belong together, where that thing clearly doesn't look like it even belongs. It definitely looks like it belongs in Deming, but we're going to try to make it match this with the color schemes that it's got going on. That's going to be my project I'm going to be showing you here in this video. There we go. There we go. There we go. Come to daddy. Slowly. Slowly. Don't hurt the transmission. Okay. You're free. Get ready to start your new life. I'll wheel it out here in the sun. All right, well, here's what we got to work with. This is a 1982 18.5 inch. I have no idea what year it is. No one knows. Not even Rick knew. He just found it probably, and that's why he forgot about it, because he left it here. And didn't want to look at it anymore, but I love looking at it. It gets used probably every single weekend to do something around the yard. But it's served its purpose, and I want to treat it a little bit better than the way it's going right now. I priced them online, and they're a fortune.
Boss, that could cost a fortune.
There's no reason for these things to cost as much as they do, but I will tell you the utility on this thing is great. It's got it's obviously got a dump bed system. It's got a tailgate on the back here that you can pull off, and it allows you to evacuate the material that's inside it pretty quickly, which is nice. Like I said, it's about 18 inches tall on the insides there, which will haul enough. It's not giant or anything. I wish it was twice the size that it is, but maybe this is better on your back to do smaller loads. I don't know. I'm not a doctor.
Not a doctor. Shh.
The wheels we're going to paint to match the tractor. So the paint's falling off of them. Those are these run flat type tires because I got really sick and tired of airing the tires up every single time I used it. These tires belong on a wheelbarrow, but they work great. Never aired them up since I put them on. Funny how that goes, right? But you can see the rust. It's thick on there, and I've got some tools that I'm going to use to try to get that off of there. But this is a load hog out of Springfield, Illinois. So you know it's quality just by that or something. It's got a dumping mechanism here with the spring on it to help pull that back so you can dump it quick and get out. It also has a sweet feature here with a high-tech pin system that seems to have run its course, but I may get a new one. I may not, because if it ain't broke, don't fix it. It ain't broke yet, but it looks like it's on its way to that. You see the load hog initials on there. But I'm going to paint this thing up, make it look like something, and get some more use out of it for another 150 years or however long it's existed on the planet. But that's going to be the project I'm going to be showing you now. So, got another problem. I'll show you here in a second. I'm going to show you what the heck is even going on in Deming right now.
I want to show him my toolbox.
One guy is burning trash in his furnace, outdoor furnace thing. There's a derelict truck. And then our project here is, it's got to go in the basement. That's where I'm going to work on it. That's where, did I mention that it's 250 degrees below zero and 85 degrees centigrade out here right now? I don't work in this very well. I can't, I just don't want to. So it's got to go down into the basement. And I know we need a paint job. That guy's looking on. He's not even holding anything. Anyway, I gotta get this thing down there, but here's the problem. Check this out. Gotta go through this doorway and then, you know, weave down into there. But it's just, I'm thinking it's not gonna happen. So I've got two choices: either call in my absolute beast of a wife, she'd pick this thing up and throw it if we need her to, or do some disassembly, which is probably going to be what we need to do anyway, because that's the right way to work on the stuff, is to take it all apart, clean it, get it in shape, paint it, put it back together, right? If we're going to do this right. So that'll be what we work on. But maybe not today. I got some other stuff I got to do. We'll see. But I'm gonna bring you in and show you what all kind of stuff needs to go on here. Might be minimal, but I'll show you. That thing has a tendency to just fall over, so we'll get it set up there. Okay, so it definitely does not want to stand up right, even on the concrete here, but we've got some nuts and bolts there that we can take apart to pop the wheel assembly off. But this big long plate that goes across here also comes off.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
And that might be even better to get to some of the other access points. But in the meantime, PB Blaster is going to have to come in and help us out here, because these a lot of these bolts that are down in here are pretty rough shape. I don't want anything to happen to them. I obviously can replace them, no problem. If I have to cut them off, I will. Obviously, wheels got to come off to work on those too. So that's what we'll do. That'll be the attack plan here to get this thing into the basement. Okay, got some Paul Barkley Blaster or Peanut Butter Blaster. I don't know what it stands for. I don't think anyone does, but it sure does help breaking bolts loose that are rusty and stuff. So I'm gonna hose these down with this stuff, and we'll go from there. Oh yeah, she's soaked. Here's some more. Not much aerosol action coming out of here. You probably can't see that, but not squirting, just kind of drizzling out of there. Yeah, not much pressure. So there's that. We'll see how that goes. All right, look, I got these things off of here, and just not ideal, you know, not ideal. I've got everything down here ready to go. Got the wheels laid out. I've got my tools and stuff set up, ready to go here. I've got parts of the cart
Piece by piece.
ready to rock. I've got the cart itself down here. The all kind of taken apart. This panel that I'm showing you here on the bottom does not come off. So
That's the fact, Jack! That's the fact, Jack!
that's going to create another problem I'm going to tell you about here in a second. As you can see, I'm all set up down here. Got the trailer taken apart, got the paint that I'm going to be using, got an engine enamel that I think I'm going to be able to use on the window or the wheels. Got the truck bed liner, probably not going to be enough, but we'll see what happens. A couple of cans of Caterpillar yellow that's supposed to match the Hustler color that's on there. I got the sweet banging metal kit that I just picked up. I'm going to be able to tap all the dents out of this thing. And I don't know if you can see this or not, but these panels are rough. They are, they need work. They need to be beat back into shape. Everything is filthy. Probably need to get a good pressure wash on this whole thing before I get started on this. So got all the pieces and parts pulled off of it too. I'm ready to go. As you might be able to tell, I'm kind of cramped for space down here. There's a lot of other stuff that happens down here in the basement too, besides my beat laboratory in the dungeon, but there's laundry happening across the way here that is kind of important. The air handler is down here that sucks all the air out of here, that distributes it through the house, and there's going to be a lot of dust is what I'm trying to say. And I don't think I should be creating that much dust down here, so I think I'm going to have to go outside with this whole thing, and I'm going to have to wait on some weather to do that. But I talked about pressure spraying this thing off. I think that's a good basis to start with all this, is to get it clean as I can before I start working on the body parts of it, and then obviously getting into painting and stuff like that. So I'm going to be on hold here until the weather breaks, I feel like.